analysis is the second one. Then we'll dive into the data structures which Java already has and how we can create these structures, data structures using Java programming. So the first one is the linked list. Okay, using that we can also create stacks and queues. Okay, then some recursive algorithms we will see, sorting, searching, and then using that we can move to binary trees where we will cover the binary search tree, then AVL tree, and after that the graphs, then some string matching. Basically Java provides some functionalities and some functions, basic functions of string matching patterns, so those things will be covered. Then it is the most means nowadays it is most popular, the dynamic programming. Every interviewer looks for that. Okay, and they gives you some problems to solve. Okay, they are standard problems, and we will see how the dynamic programming can help in solving those problems. Okay, so these are the basic course which I will going to cover, and the prerequisites for this course is like you must have good understanding of DS and Algo. Okay, and also like any programming language, if you have just a little bit concept is required, not much than that. I am not expecting that you know all the syntax and everything. Just pseudo codes if you can write, those kind of things can help in uh, writing the uh, code in any programming language. Okay, that will help. So that is a prerequisite here. So this course is like 28 days, how I have divided. Like first 6 days, I will cover the OOPS concept and the complexity analysis. Okay. In the next 6 days, I will handle the linked list and stacks and queues. Then recursion and sorting searching. Then binary trees and graphs. And in the last 4 days, only string matching and dynamic programming. So these are the basic things which I would like to share. I will solve some problems in every course. I will give a little bit concepts, but I will clear all the concepts using the programmings. Okay, and will show you how you can develop your skills to solve the data structures and algorithmic problems using any programming language. Basically, this topic is using Java only. If you knows any other programming language, you can also utilize that. Okay, but in this course, I will use Java as the programming language to solve these problems. Okay, thanks. Means you can see that.
So Rahit, just I wants to add, make some addition that can you relate it with that with our full stack programming? So I think it is our prerequisite for full stack product development, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
how we can relate with that? Then what will be our connectivity? What will be the bridge? And what is the main things? Actually, you have some lots of experience to teaching, so you know you have idea about that how how it will make some bridge with the previous course and this prerequisite of this Java course and your full stack development. So just go through onto that in a few lines.
Okay. So basically, full stack development programming is like how what do you understand is how the students understand the full stack development. Full stack development means front means end to end development, front end to back end, each and every component can be developed. So for developing that, the programmers need to understand some programming languages where it is going to help in which section, like to develop the backend, which programming language we can use. Okay, and at the front end which programming language we can use, like if you have to develop the Android client, then which programming language are supportive, iOS which one is supportive, and in the web development of the pages which programming language is supportive. Okay, but everywhere this data structure and algorithms are required to optimize the things, like the complexity what I am talking. If you just write inefficient algorithms at the back end, your server will respond means in high time, means the response time will be higher. Okay, so that will choke all the connections. Okay, or only few requests can be served in the in a second or in an hour. Okay, so your algorithm should be very efficient to uh, pass the response and close the connection, those kind of things. Okay, so for that, everywhere in any case, even at the front end or back end or any components, like in the search or in the machine learning algorithms, everywhere the complexity analysis is very much required. So based on that, a programmer writes some algorithms, okay, to tune those things. Okay, for that he can use any language, but he has a basic understanding that the language is supportive to make it much faster or provide much faster algorithm or not. Like where a person can use the static programming language, where a person can use the dynamic programming language. Okay, so those kind of things are required, right? To develop any full stack in any full stack development, these things are required. So means I have picked Java because Java is most popular and it's kind of a static programming language. It's faster execution engine it has. Okay, so it is very means it is a fast response you can develop using the Java. Okay, but how uh, by using any programming language, even your algorithm is not efficient, then the response time or the execution time will increase. So for that, a data structure and algorithm is very important topic, right? Otherwise, one more thing, every programming language or any suppose component which is running for a software utilizes the memory. Okay, so if you will not use the data structure in the proper fashion, then what will happen, that your memory utilization will not be good. Okay, so unnecessary space are used, unnecessary memory will be used, and that is costly things. Okay, so means a company has to bear with the high cost on the infras. Okay, so those kind of things can be optimized if you will write a very good efficient code using the perfect utilization of the data structure and algorithms. Okay, so for that, this course is very much important for any person, like any fresher or any professional. Okay.
Okay, so thank you, Rohit. So now I will ask all the participants that if you have any question regarding this, so please utilize our industry expert that they are working so many years in industry, they can understood the what actually industry needs, and so you can interact with our faculties, so you can ask question. So one by one, you can ask question, or you can raise your hand, then I will unmute. Yes, anyone wants to ask you any question? Okay, so we will go for our next speaker. So thank you, Rohit. So I will go for our next speaker.